Welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Today, we're riding the PA Tail of the Dragon. Joining me on this trip, Triple B International Travel Correspondent, Skinny Jack Jumbo. We're about to ride the PA Tail of the Dragon. The 50-mile ride, a lot of switchbacks, pretty excited about it. Here we go. As we start out here, we're on a gold mine road. So the PA Tail of the Dragon is really made up of two sections of road. Gold Mine Road, which is the south part, which starts near Swatara Park. And then the north part is Route 125 up to Shamokin. And then in between is 209 that kind of connects those two. And that middle section, there's not a lot of turns and stuff. It's just a way to get to the other part. So this particular ride, we're focusing on Gold Mine Road. This is the more mild road of the two. So the turns and the switchbacks in this one are not quite as steep and sharp. So it's a good place to start because this allows you to kind of warm up and get used to rolling through your turns and twisting that throttle and riding the way you want to ride on these back roads. So it is really a good warm-up for the second half of this ride, which will be in the next video. Now in this section there are approximately 14 turns that you navigate through in Gold Mine Road. And I also want to mention the camera that I'm currently using. So on my helmet I have a camera mount, and attached to it I have my Sony FDRX 3000 that shoots in 4K. So that's a really good camera. It's a pretty clear camera even at higher speeds. However, if you look in the bottom left-hand part of my screen, you'll see the bug smashed into it. So I did not realize that until I started watching the video. But this is a good camera. It's a good action camera. It has a wide-angle lens, so it really helps on these rides, to be able to see everything that's around. One of the things that I noticed on this ride was quite a bit of mount laurel on the side of the roads. So that was nice to see when you have the natural plants and flowers around and you can recognize them. The other thing, if you notice, most of the time I'm riding with a half helmet. The reason I ride with a half helmet is I really like to smell everything. Like, when someone's making breakfast, where the honeysuckle is, and someone's garden you go by, you can tell the flowers. So I really like a half helmet for that. When I'm mic'd up with the communication devices to talk to the other individual, for instance, Jack and I right now have our mic'd helmets on. That's when I have the 3/4 helmet on, because I have that gear permanently mounted in that particular helmet, so I don't have to take it off and put it on a different helmet whenever I'm switching helmet. one of the things you'll notice is that this ride on Gold Mine Road was primarily under the tree canopy. So if you're doing this ride in the summertime on a warm day, it's going to be relatively comfortable because you're in shade quite a bit. So you don't have to worry about that. Here we are, turn on to 325, and we'll ride this to Route 209, and then 209 will take us up to the main part of the Tail of the Dragon, which is Route 125, just below Shamokin. And I do have that on the map that I put in the video, so you could take a look and see where that ride starts and ends. Now you'll notice in this video we had 14 turns, and that excluded the turn on 325 and the turn on the 209, because if you come to a stop sign and make a turn, that doesn't feel like a turn that you can roll through to me, unless you're willing to break the law, which I do not encourage. So that's why we have 14 turns on this ride. And my safety tip this time and always is to assume that people are going to pull out in front of you. So I always watch that front tire more than the driver. I can glance at the driver, but that tire moving you're going to recognize that before anything else. So I always watch that tire, and if I see it move a little bit, I just assume they're going to pull out in front of me, and I have my plan. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. Also, give that video a thumbs up and ring that notification bell, and you'll know every time I put up a new video. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Thanks for watching.